Hey everyone, my name is Zach Sopak, and in this video I'm going to show you how I transform my humble dining room setup into a full YouTube studio. I'm going to talk to you about the gear, the way I set things up, and ultimately how you might be able to apply some of these techniques for whatever your YouTube studio looks like. First and most importantly, let's talk about lighting. What you're looking at here is a simple 3-point lighting setup. I've got my main light source, my key light, off to my left side. This is a light from the company Zune. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I think it's the 60G or the G60. What it is a tiny, like size of your cell phone, 60-watt light that I have connected to a softbox made by Small Rig, and that has a honeycomb diffuser. What the light does, provides nice continuous light for my main light source. The softbox is softening it up so that way it's more flattering to my skin or whenever I'm shooting product videography or photography. And then the honeycomb grid that's on there helps to just channel more of the light so that way it reduces the amount of spill that it has on the background. Having a nice soft light in your videos is going to just make everything look way more professional. And so I would suggest, if you're setting up your own sort of video setup, definitely get a light that produces a nice soft daylight temperature and you'll be on your way. I've got two other lights in this setup. One is off to my right side doing more daylight, and the other one is up above producing more of this hair light, and they are both made by the company LumeCube. These are the LumeCube studio panels. I actually did a full review of these lights. If you want to check it out, I'll put a card up above and a link to the lights down below for you to check out. I love using these lights in this setup. You know, you got your key light, which is brighter, producing most of your natural light source, and then you have a little bit coming from your fill so that it's not just complete shadow here. And since my lights behind me are a warmer color, using my hair light to match sort of that warmth is doing something called motivated lighting. This could be helpful for you wherever you're setting your stuff up at. If you had something like a warm light source behind you, it's another floor lamp or something like that in your space, you can use lights that are closer to you, that are more powerful than maybe the lights that are in your background, and you can basically sort of fake that that light is being brighter than it actually is. Finding ways to do motivated lighting is just that next step of professionalism and really taking it from like, okay, I'm just sitting here in a dining room / workspace, into like, okay, this has a bit more of a professional studio feel. The second most important element that goes into a good video setup is audio. You may have heard it said before, but good videos are really 50% good visuals and 50% good audio. And good audio is not necessarily always having the best microphone, although that certainly does help. You could have a good microphone and still get bad audio if you're not using it the right way. The easiest way to get good audio is to get the mic as close to you as possible. So I'll go ahead and zoom out here, and you can actually see that my mic is poking up just outside of frame, and whenever I go to frame my videos, I make sure that the mic is literally like right at the edge of the frame. And the way I'm able to get this mic so close is by using this cheap little mic stand, having it just outside of frame, so then that way it's nice and close, but the viewer never has to see it. And in case you're wondering, the mic that I'm using for all my YouTube videos right now is the Rode Video Mic Go 2. I love this mic because it sounds good. It doesn't have any batteries inside of it, so I don't have to worry about charging it. And I could also hook it up via USB-C, and I could use it as a microphone in my computer for like Zoom calls or live streams. Attached to this mic, I have a 3.5 extension cable that is running down the track of this microphone stand, and it's plugging directly into my camera, which is the Sony a7 IV. There's so much that I love about this camera. When it comes to video specifically, the things that I love most about it is the really sharp 4K that's downsampled from 6K video, and the fact that I can shoot my videos in 10-bit color. Now, if you're just getting started with video and you don't have the money to buy a really expensive camera like this one, then you honestly could just take the tips of, getting nice lights, using audio, getting it close to you, even get like a lapel mic or something, or a wireless mic, and then just record the video with your phone. Because if you take the ingredients of good lighting and good audio, it kind of doesn't even really matter what kind of camera you have, you're gonna end up having good looking video. There's also a couple of other pieces of gear that I feel like are worth mentioning in this setup. First being my tripod. This is a Magnus tripod. It's really not super expensive. It's under $100, but it's really solid and reliable. And on the top of the tripod is something very cool for people who are trying to shoot vertical video without having to switch things around or even adjust your tripod. Check this out. With just one turn, we're now in vertical video mode. Obviously, my mic is in the frame. I can change that, but essentially it just rotates your camera, so then that way you can go from horizontal to vertical and vertical back to horizontal with just a simple twist of your lens. I love this thing. It's so cool, and it's making shooting vertical content so much easier because I don't have to reset my tripod. I don't have to adjust really anything except move my microphone a little bit. Just one little turn, you're good to go. And one final thing that I use for my videos is this little phone tripod. So I can just look at my notes and my outlines for videos just off camera whenever I'm recording, so that way I can stay on task. Now you may be asking yourself, where the heck do I store all of this stuff when I'm not using it? Well, the simple and not so pretty solution is that I shove it all under my bed. Like literally, we have this IKEA bed frame that has just enough clearance to where I can fold up a tripod, fold up my light. Those Lume Cube panels, they fold up into their own little nice flat carrying pouch. And so I literally just tear everything down and I shove it under the bed, keep it away from my kids, and my wife doesn't have to see it, and that tends to make things a lot better in this household. Now, in an ideal situation, I could just have a dedicated office space or somewhere I can call a YouTube studio. That's like what I used to have before I started having kids, and then the kids kicked me out of the office, which is now a nursery. And then I lost my desk to my wife because she started working from home, which is actually really awesome. It just means that poor old me no longer has a dedicated space to record videos. So literally anytime I want to do high quality video content from home, I have to take toys, I have to put them away, I have to clear all the clutter that normally sits on the desk or around this environment, and then I have to just put it off camera until I'm done recording, and then I put it back, and then we go back to life as it normally is. And so I really just try to maximize my efforts and my time and do things in a repeatable way, so then that way the next time it's just consistent and it's as easy as it possibly can be. But it definitely can be hard, especially if you're finding yourself in a day where you're not very motivated to do the work, even though you know you need to do it. Just having those obstacles of having to get all the stuff together and set it up just takes a lot of time and extra energy out of you that, quite honestly, I wish I didn't have to do, but I don't do this full time right now, and this is just the setup I got, so I'm just trying to make the most of it. And maybe that's the situation for you too, and so if it is, I hope that this video has been helpful or that you got some value out of it. And if you got value out of this video, why don't you go ahead and add some value right back to it by hitting that like button, and let me know in the comments down below, where is your YouTube studio? Is it in your dining room, your bedroom, a closet, a bathroom? I don't know if people really would do that. That would be kind of weird, but let me know in the comments down below. I'd be curious to know what your setup is like. And hey, until the next time, my name is aesthetically, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.